Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Now, just yesterday, I got a text from a very good friend, and he shared with me this particular petition that has been raised. And the major essence for this petition basically is that they are asking the government to close the borders and suspend all immigration for 5 years. Now, this was a reason for raising this petition to the UK government. Now, they said that we believe our country is facing serious challenges both from legal and illegal migration, and think the only way to deal with this is to suspend all immigration temporarily for 5 years. And this petition, as at yesterday, 10th of March 2025, they've gotten 221,134 signatures. And according to the UK law, if they're able to get over 100,000 signatures on any petition raised, it has to be debated in the House of Parliament. So now, because they've gotten over the requirements, the debate was actually raised yesterday, 10th of March 2025, and I'll be sharing with you the video of what the debate was all about, the result of the debate, and what you should expect around UK immigration in the next couple of months. Now, my name is Daniel, and on this channel I share videos around UK immigration policies, transitioning into tech, and lifestyle video generally. So if you'd like to stick on this channel, do also hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. It's not good news that so many individuals, organizations, bodies in the United Kingdom are very much worried about the current UK immigration status, the volume of immigrants coming and leaving the United Kingdom. And the major reason for this, for them being bothered is because they felt there are high number of immigrants coming into the UK, both legally and illegally. Now, initially, in my opinion, I thought the illegal immigration was the major issue, but it looks like so many individuals, organizations in the UK are also a little bit bothered about legal immigration. Now, I'm going to share with you guys what I think about this whole drama and how this is definitely going to impact both immigrants living and working in the UK and also the United Kingdom at large. So now, after I spent so much time yesterday listening to the debates that was done late yesterday, and it was quite hilarious, the different contributions and thoughts being shared by different parties or different part of the debate. However, now listening to the debate yesterday, this was the conclusion of the debate.
The question is that this House has considered e-petition 700824 relating to suspending legal and illegal migration. As many are of that opinion, say aye.
Aye.
Of the contrary, no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. Order, order. The sitting stands adjourned.
Now, listen to the conclusion of the debate. It looks like more people are in support of the country closing their border, for both legal and illegal immigrants for the next 5 years. And this is my thought. Now, the first thing is, the UK at the moment, especially the UK market, most especially the health and care sector, is highly dependent on immigrants. So in my opinion, I think the chances of the government closing the border against both legal and illegal immigrants might be challenging. Against illegal immigrants, possibly yes, but against legal immigrants, that might be almost impossible. Now, people raising this petition, have they actually visited, UK hospitals, especially the NHS Trust? Have they, gone to the different, warehouse where so many of their products actually being manufactured to see the population of immigrants working in those particular space? Now, if you go to an hospital today, before you get to see, two white nurses, you probably would have seen 3 black nurses. So it tells you how much legal migration is actually contributing to this country. And the chances of the government actually closing the border for 5 years for legal immigrants might be almost impossible. Now, the idea of closing the border for 5 years means that they're probably not going to allow anyone coming to the UK on a visa, or those who are coming in illegally would not be allowed to come into the country. Now, if this should happen, it means that the massive number of job vacancies happening in the healthcare sector will not be filled up, or the question is who's going to fill them up if legal immigration is actually going to be stopped. Now, the second question then is, if they decide to stop legal immigration, what happens to the UK universities? Now, for those who don't know, a massive chunk of income or revenue made by UK universities come from international students, and these are people who come into the UK on a visa. So if the plan is to stop legal immigration, then how is our universities in the UK going to fund their program with little, even now that we've got fewer people coming to the UK to study now because of the old new immigration policies? Many UK universities are bleeding. I mean, if you go on the news now, there's so many universities that are actually, laying off staff, closing certain, programs because there are no people coming in to actually, run those programs, and the universities are struggling financially. So closing the border for 5 years against legal immigration, most especially, is going to hurt the economy more than it's going to benefit, to be honest. And most of the people that feel that immigration is actually eating up the country, one of the things they think, or most of them don't really have good understanding of the restrictions that immigrants are actually facing in terms of access to public funds. Now, on every legal immigrant coming to this country, those on the student visa, post-study work visa, health and care visa, skilled worker visa, global talent visa. Now, one of the major clauses on our rights to live and work in the UK comes boldly written on it that there's no recourse to public funds. So we don't have access to all of these public funds. Things that British citizens have access to, we don't have access to some of these public funds. Instead, we are actually putting back to the economy. Now, many of us, are on the job. We get to pay our tax on a monthly basis, get to pay our national insurance. I mean, a massive chunk of our income goes into tax. So the fact that these people then think that legal immigration is actually affecting the country, I honestly, I can't wrap my head around it. Now, it's quite understandable the impact of illegal immigration because they become a liability to the country, and it kind of affects the taxpayer money to take care of them, lodging them in a hotel, feeding them while processing their status. That's quite understandable. It's actually a valid reason to be a little bit upset about the taxpayer money going on sorting out illegal immigrants. However, focusing on legal immigrants, saying that there's a need to actually close the border. I mean, if the government decides to close the border today, which is absolutely fine, the major issue is that what happens to those jobs? Who are going to do those jobs? And there's a record, high number that came up a couple of months ago about the massive number of immigrants coming to the UK to study, to work. And the question is, even with the massive number of immigrants coming into the country, there are still so many jobs. I mean, if you go on job website today, there's still so many massive number of vacant roles that are not still being filled. So it tells you how, immigrants actually helping filling those positions. And if they decide to close the border for the next 5 years, we're gonna see the impact of that. Now, listening to the debate yesterday, most people are actually in support of this, and in my opinion, I think the chances of that happening, I mean, they can close the border for illegal immigrant, but the chances of the government accepting to close the border against legal immigrants, I mean, the chances of that happening is extremely low because the government is getting a whole lot from immigrants coming into this country legally. So let me hear your thoughts about this in the comment section. If you think this is going to happen, if you think this petition of them closing the border or suspending all immigration for 5 years is going to happen, please let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Now, having said all of these things, even the cost or the revenue generated by the Home Office on immigration alone, I don't think this is gonna happen. Now, trust me, the amount of money. So, for those who don't know, for those who are thinking that legal immigrants are actually sucking the country dry and not giving back. Now, I'm probably need to paint this picture. Now, for every immigrant coming to this country on a work visa or on a student visa, we pay something called IHS, Immigration Health Surcharge. Now, this is the amount of money we pay to the NHS as a kind of insurance in case you fall sick and you want to access the the healthcare system. We pay a kind of insurance, and as at the time this video is being made, March 2025, we pay about £1,035 annually per person. So let's say, for example, a legal immigrant is coming to the UK as a skilled worker, and this person has a family of 5. So it means that this person will be paying £1,035 per year per person. So in total, this individual will be paying £1,035 times 10, because let's say the person got a 3 years visa, so that'll be times 3 for each person, so that's going to be about times 15 per person. So this person will be paying about £18,000 on health surcharge, IHS, just to have access to the NHS. So imagine how much the Home Office will be losing if they close the border for 5 years. How much they'll be losing from every individual coming to this country paying IHS fee. So that's why the chance of that happening is close to impossible, because this is going to lead to a massive reduction in revenue by the Home Office. And what happens then? Where's the fund going to come from? So I mean, the chance of that happening is extremely low, and the the rate has been adjourned, and we're looking at what's going to happen when the next debate is going to happen, and if this is going to be passed to to law, or it has to be talked about in the House of Commons. But we're going to see how this actually plays out. But I mean, we look into the petition, getting over 200,000 signatures in few weeks is actually alarming. It tells you how many people are actually not happy with both legal and illegal immigration status right here in the United Kingdom. Anyway, so let me hear your thoughts about all of this happening in the comment section. And if you're coming across this channel for the first time, do also hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing Going family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll sure see you guys in my next video. Thank you.